Hello there boys and girls, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the Manchester United save. And today we start on the analysis screen of the tactics. I've had a little tweak with a second tactic that I've been playing with for away games only, and it's done us some good, and I'll show you for why. So we talked last time about in our away games we're a little bit too open in this area here, in front of the defence, midfield really pushing on to try and help Lukaku up top, and just had a little bit too much of a gap at the back. This was the Newcastle game, and say masses of space there. We also had it in the City game and also the Brighton game as well, which we drew. So what we did is we went to the tactics, and I thought we needed something a little bit deeper. So what we've done is we've got rid of the attacking midfielder, and we've brought that back into a deep line playmaker. So what we've got is we've got a Mazzala on the left, an attacking, an advanced playmaker on the right, and a deep line playmaker in the middle. We've still got the inside forward and the winger and also the complete forward, but that's gone from a support role to an attacking role. Mazzala's attacking role, as is the advanced playmaker. But the deep line playmaker, if you have a look at the role down here, it says a deep line playmaker operates space in between midfield and defence, but although he's primarily a creative player, the deep line playmaker also has to be competent in the art of defence, which is what I want, and Pellegrini fits that bill really, really well. Got some great stats on him. Good passing, good tackling, good technique, good first touch, good positioning, good teamwork, good work rate. So really, really is something that that we needed, and he's just dropped that back in. We played it for a couple of games, one in the Club World Championship, which doesn't really matter, but we played against Everton in the league. Now if you can see this, Everton are a top 8 team, top 7 team, so they're in for Europe, and we beat them handsomely. So if you have a look at the schedule, we last met against Arsenal 4-0. We then went to Salzburg and won 1-0 in the Champions League and topped our group. 6 wins out of 6 in there. And then that sets up a massive first knockout round against Barcelona. So it's a replay of the final last season in the first knockout round. Barcelona will be our Champions League opponents. We then followed that up with the 4-1 win against Everton. And as you can see, Pogba, Asensio and Martial all scoring. Knockaert as well. Levelled it up at 1 apiece, but then Asensio really took the game by the scruff of the neck. A 9.3 for Marco Asensio, and I will show you that I was playing this formation, as you can see there, 4-3-2, or it's basically a 4-3-3. Pellegrini a little bit deeper, and what that did in the tactics, if we go back to the analysis, was this. It basically just shored up that midfield. So he's a little bit deeper in front of the back two. And if we go back to the Newcastle, if we compare the match with the Newcastle game, it's absolutely night and day. Miles different in the two shapes. This is the average shape over the whole 90 minutes. And as you can see here, Pogba and Asensio a little bit further forward, which is what you want. And they're trying to get ahead to Lukaku. But Pellegrini a little bit deeper, whereas you can see here there's absolutely no midfield in and around the defence, and that's where teams, when we're playing away, got in the way for us. And it did help us to a 4-1 win against Everton in the league. We then went to Japan and played in the Club World Championships. I didn't show you it because we showed you it last season. We played Sundowns again in the semi-final. We beat them 1-0. Patrick Cutrone scoring the goal after the first minute, and then just wrapped up the tie. And then we played Palmeiras, and again a good 1-0 win there. Paul Pogba scoring the goal in that one. 7.3 for Paul Pogba. And then finally, before this Tottenham game, we played Liverpool in the Carabao Cup, a highly rotated side, and actually Liverpool taking it really seriously. Actually, Becker in goal, Arnold, Gomez, Van Dijk, Fabinho, Salah, Saul, all in the starting lineup, and we came out 2-1 winners. Bordeaux with a goal for Liverpool in the 53rd minute, but Cutrone and Juan Mata scoring the goals for us, and that highly rotated side getting through to the semi-final of the Carabao Cup. Reading in the semi-final for that one as well. And our third round FA Cup tie has been drawn, and we play Bristol City away from home, the Championship side. So this is how the league looks. As I said, we are 3 points clear. We do have a game in hand, and that game in hand is, I think, against either Wolves or Bournemouth, one of the two. but Tottenham only 3 points behind us, so this is a massive game. It's a must not lose game. It's one of those games that actually, if you get a draw out of it, it's a pretty good result, and we can then go firing on all cylinders going forward. Harry Kane, top goal scorer, so we're going to have to keep him quiet. 15 goals for him this season, but Dalot and Lukaku, two of the danger men for us, both really good average ratings as well. And also today we're going to bring you the Southampton game at home, which comes 2 days later because we're in the Christmas period, and the Christmas period in England is always super busy. This will be the team that plays against Spurs at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. De Gea in goal, Dalot, Diaz, Varane and Shaw are the back line. We've got the midfield trio of Asensio, Pogba and Pellegrini. Lingard on the right, Martial on the left and Lukaku up top. All of the kind of tactical in possession, out possession and in transition, all of that has stayed exactly the same. Nothing's changed there whatsoever. Just changed the shape up a little bit, and as I said, against Everton it did really well. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it can do the same against this Spurs side. They're starting with a 4-3-3. Lloris in goal, Trippier, Sanchez, Alderweireld and Lenglet at the left back, Stefanenko, Dyer and Eriksen in the middle, Ali on the left, Douglas Costa on the right and Harry Kane up top. On the bench they've got Seung-Hun Min, they've got Barrios, Simeone, Mahrez, so they've got some attacking flair to bring on if they need to. I'm going to tell my guys calmly, we've been good on a good run lately, go out there and impress me, and then just follow it up with, I've got a lot of faith in you, go and make the difference. I will see you when the first highlight hits. A very boring half, 0-0 at half time. You can see there, very cagey affair between first and second in the league. Had a little bit more of the chances, but they've had a little bit more possession. They fouled us a hell of a lot, 10 fouls against us in that first half. But as I said, this tactic really does consolidate what we needed to do, and hopefully in the second half we can come out fighting a little bit more. Just going to say, seriously, far from pleased with what I've seen out there. Go out there and produce a better second half, and hopefully a couple of goals. And that is going to bring the game to full time. No highlights whatsoever. First highlightless game I think I've ever had in FM, and I think both of the formations cancelling each other out. We've had more of the possession then, more of the shots, more of the chances. They've just kicked us off the park with 16 fouls. But a 0-0 draw away at Spurs isn't too bad a result. Shaw and Varane and Sanchez and Alderweireld. Defence is very much on top of this game. Tells you everything you need to know. But we go again against Southampton at home in a couple of days' time. Second game of today, a highlightless first game, which I do apologise for. That tactic needs a little bit of tweaking here and there to make it a little bit more successful against the better teams. But yeah, second game of today. Tottenham already played today, and they have lost against Watford, so they lose further ground to us as well. City play, I'm guessing, tomorrow. So yeah, we can go a further 3 points clear if we beat Southampton today. The team stays exactly the same, other than one change. Gramado comes in for Luke Shaw, and we go back to the 4-2-3-1 because we are at home. And yeah, let's get into it. Hopefully a few more goals in this one for you. Bertrand now with the ball into Lamina, and they're just playing it out from the back, but that's a poor pass and Lukaku's onto it. Can he score? No. Yes, he can on the second time though. Forster with a good save on the first shot, but it fell straight back to Romelu Lukaku for a 16th goal of the season, a 1-0 lead as well. Let's see this in 3D. Bertrand playing it back to Vestergaard, but he pulls it a little bit short. Lukaku in on goal. Good save first time. Falls back to the Belgian, and it's 1-0 to United. Ruben Diaz now with the ball at his feet, out to Paul Pogba, and very calmly playing the ball about. Dalot now into the box, goes for a shot and he shoots just wide. Good play from United, going up through the gears and hopefully getting a second or even a third. Cedric on that right hand side just before the 20-minute mark. Pogba into Pellegrini, and plays Asensio in, but he's going to turn on the ball and go for a goal, and he goes for an audacious effort as well, but again just wide of the mark. Asensio has been running this game, and we get the ball into the middle. Martial falls to him, back out to Pogba, goes for a shot and he shoots just wide of that post as well. Very unlucky. Three different players going for shots there, and just the wrong side of the post, unfortunately. Elyounoussi now into Lamina, out to Højbjerg. Højbjerg now gets the ball out to Josh Sims, and he's one-on-one with Dalot. Carrillo out the back post, and he shoots. What a hit that is from Guido Carrillo. That's his first goal of the season, only their second shot on goal, and a lovely cross in from Josh Sims. Lamina and Højbjerg get the ball out to this left-hand side. Josh Sims, a youngster through the Southampton Academy, whips the ball in, and on the volley from Carrillo, De Gea, absolutely no chance. It's one apiece. We've absolutely dominated this game and hit us on the counter-attack. But Asensio with a corner, going to whip that ball in. Lukaku's at the back post, and he's not going to miss from 6 yards. Marco Asensio with the assist. 17th goal for the big Belgian. 2-1 now, just after Southampton scored as well. We've got straight back into this game, and a lovely ball to the back post. Lukaku's there. Forster went down a little bit too early, but we take the lead yet again. Asensio again just before half time with a corner. Lingard at the near post but doesn't get there. Forster, Martial, and he drills that one in. 9th goal for Anthony Martial. He is suspect to a couple of clubs coming in for him during the January transfer window, but I'm going to hold off and not sell him at all. No, unless they give me 200 million quid or something, he's not going anywhere. Martial coming in and drills that one into the far corner. 3-1 now just before half time. And there we have half-time. Carrillo with one of the only shots on target for them, scoring on the 24th minute, bringing it back to one apiece. But the goals from Lukaku and Martial, making it 3-1 into this half-time period. Passionately say, very pleased with what you're doing. Go out there and continue doing it, lads. I see 3 points on the horizon for us. Pellegrini's gone straight through the back. I think that was Højbjerg, and he's been sent off. We're going to have to push Asensio slightly further back. Lingard's not having the best of games, so I'm going to bring him off for Chiesa as well. And also, Grimaldo's had an injury, so we've had to bring him off and bring Shaw on as well. So down to 10 men, 3-1 up, but again, shouldn't cause us too many issues. Asensio with a corner just after the hour mark. Lukaku's in there again, hunting for a hat-trick. Out to Asensio again, driving into the box. Falls to Paul Pogba, but it's a good tackle by Højbjerg. Varane out to Chiesa, coming inside, cuts inside, goes for a shot. Good effort from the young Italian. Got about 30 seconds left and we're on the attack, but Ward-Prowse gets a good tackle on Aura, and Asensio gets a good tackle on Elyounoussi. Ruben Diaz out to Aura again. Lovely through ball to Anthony Martial down the left-hand side, trying to find Lukaku for his hat-trick in the middle, but I think that will be game. A good win in this second game for us against Southampton. We're going to check, see how long Grimaldo is going to be out for. It could be tricky for us going into this very, very busy January period. We will show you January as well. Very, very busy period for us. But a good win for us. 3 points, 6 points clear now of Spurs. That draw against Spurs in the first game, absolutely vital to keep us top of the table. 4 weeks out for Alex Grimaldo, and if I show you the schedule, January is a very, very busy month. Lots of games, only 3 away games, the rest are only 3 home games, sorry, the rest are away. We will be back for the Chelsea game, Chelsea and Middlesbrough. That'll be the next one in the middle of the January transfer window. Any transfer happenings that have gone on then, we will talk about it. But that's it for this episode. If you have enjoyed it, please do drop it a like. A little bit different, where we went through a little bit of the analysis on that new tactic. Hopefully we can get it to work a little bit smoother, because that first game was very, very boring. But yeah, if you have enjoyed today's episode, please do drop it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I know there's a lot of new subscribers out there. We're nearly at the 500 subscriber mark. We're about 480 at the minute. You guys have absolutely supported the channel loads since FM19's come out, and I do absolutely appreciate it. So if you are new around here, hit that subscription button. And until next time, remember, bring you Chelsea, Middlesbrough, and any transfer dealings we've got. I'll see you soon.